In today's video, I'll talk about 3 reasons why online courses like Udemy won't turn you into a software startup founder. Hi, I'm Lucas. I'm in the business of helping entrepreneurs with no technical backgrounds to start their own software business in 3 months. As one of those non-technical background entrepreneurs, I went through a lot of trial and errors when building my first service. And today, I'd like to talk about why Udemy and similar coding education websites are not right fit for startup entrepreneur. First, Udemy's courses are not product-oriented. If you're learning to code yourself in online coding course, first contents you'll see would look like this. What is an integer? What is a function? And what is parameters? But it's very confusing for aspiring entrepreneurs to take a course with content like this. They have no idea how these things are used in the real service. So I believe that programming education for entrepreneurs should be product-oriented. Here's what I think a product-oriented programming education should look like. Every chapter of a course should be specific product. For example, chapter 1 would be a landing page, which is the most basic product. To create a landing page, you need to understand a number of concepts: HTML, CSS, how forms work, URL routing, and ambush pattern. We'll teach you this concept one by one, product first and concepts later. Currently, most coding education is product-oriented either, and instead teaches all of the concepts one by one. This is why most online courses, including Udemy, have a 30% of completion rate. Second, skipping is a good thing. This idea is probably going to be attacked by many developers, but I'll share my thoughts nonetheless. When I was learning development from scratch, I had 2 problems. First, do I need to understand everything the course teaches? Number 2, should I develop my own service after I understand it perfectly? I couldn't answer those questions then, but I can answer them now. No. There's popular meme among web developers. Every website you see has an element called a div, and it's the unit that we use to group images, text, and etc. And everybody, whether you are a first-year junior developer or 10-year developer, has a hard time centering divs on the screen. So everybody's like, oh, I'm going to Google how to center a div. You don't need to understand everything. You just need to be able to search and find it when you don't know something. Third, our goal is not to get a job at Google, and our goal is to build a service that makes money. And Udemy and most online coding courses are designed to train good developers. As such, they teach the essentials of being good developers. How to design a clean architecture. How to avoid duplicating code. Something like it. These are things you need to learn at some point, but not right now. There's a project I launched 10 years ago when I didn't know how to code either. It was a platform that connected our parents with brick-and-mortar educational institutions. The internal code was literally a mess, which is to be expected for a service built by a college student with no development experience. But the revenue was great. I have a founder who I taught to code 3 years ago. Like me, he had no experience in software development. He was also an inexperienced founder, so his code was mess. But his service is making $800K per month. On the flip side, I once taught a computer science major who had coding experience. His code was so clean and perfect, but his revenue was 0. If you define yourself as an entrepreneur and not a developer, launching a service quickly and validating it quickly is more important than clean code and architecture. A project with dirty code that generates revenue is better than a project with clean code that generates no revenue. This is totally my perspective. This is my conclusion after teaching myself and other entrepreneurs over the last decade, and after making sales over the past decade. I think it really matters how you define yourself. Do not define yourself as developer. Please define yourself as an entrepreneur or indie hacker, and you're gonna launch your service much faster. Thank you for watching my video.